What is up, everyone? How's it going? My name is Daniel Francis, and in today's video, I want to keep this very short, but I get asked this question a lot, which is, why do I charge so much for my coaching program? And it's a very simple answer. Well, number one, I'm a big fan of not doing anything for free forever. Like, obviously, I give a lot of free coaching. I give away a lot of free content, but doing something free forever logically doesn't make any sense. There's two things. One, when someone pays, and I've done this all my life, they usually pay attention. And when I really want to change someone's life, and if I do it for free, which I've done before, I've kind of just like been burned so many times. People don't take it seriously. They don't really show up, and they don't really do exactly what's needed. But when they put money on the table, unfortunately, we live in a world that revolves around money. People actually take it more seriously, and they're coachable and they're teachable. The other thing is, it's not logical long-term. I'm a long-term type of person. If I did something for free, and I've seen this with coaches, I've seen this with many different people, they do it for free, they usually don't last. What happens is they can give a lot initially, but long term, it doesn't really make sense. Like, how do you afford Zoom? How do you afford an office? How do you afford your bills? How do you actually live life focused and actually be able to help someone when there's a lot of stuff going on in your head and you can't really help people? So I don't really believe in that, and I'm a big fan of like value exchange. What you give is what you get back, right? Now the flip side is, why do I charge a lot for my coaching? I get this question a lot, and I'm actually very proud of being someone who offers fairly expensive coaching. And expensive could be, I have friends, that say, I charge too little, and I have friends who go, oh my God, that's crazy. Now, the reason for that is, when I first started, my coaching business, the big question I asked myself is, what type of coach do I want to be? Do I want to be the cheapest one in the market, and get someone and have tons and tons and tons of people? Or do I want to be someone who charges more but gets the job done? And the second one resonated with me. And I'm a big fan of, like, I don't want to work with thousands and thousands and thousands of people at the same time. That doesn't make sense, because if I have that type of business, then it's not going to be quality. I won't really change lives. And the reason why I started what I'm doing, I'm not going to be accomplishing it. So I don't want to go down that path, because I'm very big in longevity and long term, and that doesn't make sense. And the flip side is great. So I'm going to charge a little bit more, but I'm going to go above and beyond. Like, I offer some of my clients 3-4 calls a week, minimum 3 calls a week. Even up to 5 calls a week, depending on what someone is looking for with other coaches that work with me. And I do that because my whole thing is, if someone's going to work with me for 90 days, 6 months, I want to be sure by the end of that 6 months, or the end of the 90 days, I want to be sure that I gave you exactly what you wanted. And if you came to me for public speaking, you came to me for leadership, you came to me for sales, you came for me to become more fluent and not stutter as much, I got the job done. I'd rather charge more and ensure that we got the job done than charge as little as possible and know that, I took advantage of someone because I charged so little, I didn't have the time, I didn't have the attention, and it didn't get done. And I know in a perfect world, I hear some people talking, well, Daniel, just charge little and give more time. But life doesn't work like that. And the longevity in that makes sense. It sounds good on paper, but I'm very big in what makes sense in the real world. And I've studied many people, many different coaches, many different professionals, and I've realized the person who charges a little bit more, they have the time, they have the energy, they have the focus, and the results get done. I'm very big, if you're going to work with me, my job is to get results. Let's get the job done. If you're going to pay me X amount of dollars, we're going to make sure that you get an ROI on it. And if you don't, then obviously it doesn't make sense. But if you give me X amount of dollars, it's my job to make it as soon as possible. I've helped people make back their investment in the first week, in the first 30 days, because that's what I'm about. So my whole thing is, if you're ever looking for a coach, these are fundamentals that you should look out for. If you're looking for help, these are fundamentals. I'm never a fan of go to the cheapest person to get the cheapest results. Sure, you can do that with a car, with a used car. But when you're getting coaching, when you're getting help, when you're getting someone to literally dig into your life, going the cheapest route doesn't make sense. And I'm never going to change this. I'm always going to be like this. And I hope that I've, created that brand of Daniel's expensive, but he gets the job done. So I hope that answers your question. This is the reason why I charge, a little bit more. And I'm actually proud of it in the coaching industry. Okay, take care.